What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Ron P TV. I'm the host with the most, your favorite podcast host, Ron P. Got a special guest in the building today. Y'all give it up for Larry McCray.
Hey.
What's going on?
You know what's going on.
Not much. Now, for the average person who don't know, Larry is actually my biological uncle. You know, so a lot of people be asking me, why you getting the music and, how you getting the music? It just, I come from a long line of musicians.
Your grandma.
Yeah, my grandma, you, the whole family.
Right.
Pretty much.
Right.
Here, I'm bringing that a little closer. Oh, can you scoot up? All right, there we go. I just want to make sure they can hear you. But yeah, so a long line of musicians. And so like I said, I'm glad to have you on the show. Not just because you're Larry McCray, I'm just glad to have my uncle on the show. It's been a long time.
I know, man, and I'm very apologetic about my disposition, how things go, man.
Listen,
I'm out here trying to do my little thing. You into it yourself, and you know how time consuming it is, and you don't get the chance to really do a lot of things that otherwise you would take care of,
Definitely. Being in the music business is definitely a sacrifice as far as time.
Right.
Just, missing events sometimes or want to get together. You can't be everywhere at once, so.
Can't do it all at one time, and it does come with a high price.
Yeah. Yep. So I want to start from the beginning. Some of these I genuinely don't know the answer to, and I'm so glad to ask these questions because we never just had a chance to just really sit and engage in the beginning, beginning. So I want to know, what age did you even start playing the guitar or even getting into music?
Well, prior to my coming to Michigan, I was in Magnolia, Arkansas, a very rural place. I was born in Arkansas in 1960. And I was there up until 1972. And I come to Saginaw, Michigan. I moved in with your grandmother, my sister Clara. Mm-hmm. And I was supposed to just stay there for the summer school vacation, and go back home when school started back. Well, before time to go back to school, my mother had called and told Clara not to send me back, that the family was uprooting and leaving Arkansas, moving to Michigan. And that's what we did. So when I moved in with your grandmother in 72, she had a bunch of musician guys that used to come and visit her and would come on the weekend, and they would push the furniture back, everything in the house, and they would set up drums, bass guitar, her guitar, a second guitar, and sometimes, harmonica or somebody singing. So it'd be 4 or 5 guys there playing and making music. Mm-hmm. And Judy and Tony, your mom and uncle, and my brothers, at first they would all be out playing, doing other things. I would be inside where the grown folks was at playing the music. That's what I wanted. So
before you moved to Saginaw or went to go visit or whatever, prior to that, you wasn't even messing around?
No. I'd never even been exposed to
the how old
instrument.
Was you?
I was 12.
So about 12?
I was 12, yeah.
So it was just, you got around Clara and just the vibe, and you just decided right then that's something you really wanted to.
It put the fire in me. It put the fire. When I would see them playing that music, it just turned me on. I wanted to do that too. Yeah. I wanted to be able to. I love the guitar. That's what got me started.
So after that, you was just hooked.
Oh yeah.
All right, so 12, 13, you started playing.
Yeah.
At what age did you know that, okay, this is something that I really want to pursue and actually become a musician and do this as a career?
Well, by the time I had turned 16, going on 17, we had started playing out. By this time, Steve, my younger brother, had picked up the drums. Carl, my older brother, picked up bass guitar. Mm-hmm. So we had a trio. We had bass, guitar, and drum. Mm-hmm. Uncle Tony sang. Your mother sang. At the time, we all sang in the band together. It was McCray Brothers, McCray family.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to call it. We all started out playing in the local bars and stuff like that. And the first paying gig we got was a wedding for this couple that went to church. We went to church at. They got married, and they wanted to have live music, so they hired our band to play for their wedding. That was in 1976.
Okay, so you say about 16 or something like that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Wait, real quick. Other than the guitar, is there any other instruments that you play?
Well, I played saxophone in school. I played saxophone for 6 years, junior high and high school, and mess around, with the mouth organ as they call it, or the harmonica. My dad played that quite well, and I can fool around with a couple.
Because if it says as long as I've been alive, I just only remember maybe a harmonica, or a couple, but like I really don't remember anything else. That's why
I didn't stay with the saxophone. It was not a natural for me. Guitar was easy because I had an example, somebody to look at, to watch and to listen to. So it probably made it a lot easier that she played, and I was able to watch her, watch Clara.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, let me ask you, when you playing the guitar, like for me personally, music is an outlet for me. Like I always tell people, you will learn more about me listening to a 3-minute song opposed to talking to me for hours.
Right.
So for you, when you doing music, like what does that do for you when you performing or just creating music?
Oh, there's definitely an outlet in performing music, and also a personal satisfaction in being able, if you are able to play something that your listening audience appreciate or enjoy. Right. There's a lot of self-gratification in that. Not only, music is something that you not only want to enjoy yourself, but you want to share it.
Yeah.
So, if somebody else can get on the same page with your music, or if you can get on their page and connect, well, that's what it's all about. It's the only thing that I have found in my life that it breaks down all social and language barriers. It don't matter if you speak Spanish, German, or Lithuanian, whatever it is that you speak. When you hear music, we all hear it in the same.
Music is universal.
It's universal, and we understand it the same. We interpret the same.
Right. Okay. So right now you actually got a new project that's about to come out. What's the name of that project?
The name of the project is Blues Without You, and it's in dedication to a gentleman I worked with for a long time, about 30-something years, by the name of Paul Cook. And he was my manager, and we did a lot of things together, and he was very involved with my music, and he passed in a car accident. It'll be a year ago this April.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
April 24th, yeah.
Oh, okay. That's right around your birthday, ain't it?
Yeah, my birthday is the 5th of April.
Okay, yeah.
Mine is the 5th, and Clara's the 11th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so this new project, I was wondering, because obviously, times has changed in music. The sound is different, the vibe is different. What would you say is different about this new project, or is this still classic Larry McCray soul blues, or did you pretty much adapt to today's sound?
Well, I think that there's some changes in the sound itself, like in the mixes and the way that the music is being presented. Mm-hmm. But in terms of the music and the sentiment, my heart is still the same, and it's still primarily blues focused. Mm-hmm. But being primarily the blues doesn't mean that it don't loan from or borrow from other influences.
Right.
So, it can be influenced by rock, reggae, Latin, it's many different rhythmic forms that it can take on. So, I try to be a blender. I'm not a purist. Mm-hmm. I try to take many different influences and make my music. But in my music, I always try to talk about life and real things.
Right.
I sing about real things. And, life never changes, Just like we got war going on in the world today. Well, how long has that been going on?
Right.
Ever since the history of man.
Right.
Right. So some of the same things that were current thousands of years ago is still current
relevant
right here today.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So who's some of the people that you work with, producers and collaborations on this new project?
Well, my producer was guitarist extraordinaire Joe Bonamassa.
Okay.
And Joe Bonamassa right now is the leading blues artist of all time. No one in blues music have sold as many records and copies of their music as Joe. So Joe is the reigning king of the blues as we know it in the industry.
Okay.
He was the producer along with guitarist Josh Smith, who is another very notable, acclaimed guitarist and producer extraordinaire. So I was very happy to work with them. In terms of special guests, I had Warren Haynes, formerly of the Allman Brothers of the Government Mule Band. He sat in on the record. I also had Chicago blues woman Joanna Connor sat in and play some slide guitar, on this project.
Do you have a single that's about to come out off of that project?
I have 2 single releases that are already out there. One is entitled Arkansas, which was more or less like a tribute to my upbringing and my raising. Mm-hmm. And I have another one out there right now, and it's called Breaking News, which sings about, current events, the condition, what the country and the world is in today.
Right.
Price of bread keep rising. Toilet paper can't be found. The only cities that are growing are the California sandy town. The nation is in turmoil, fighting from the left and the right. The future keep on getting darker, and I can't go to sleep at night. Breaking news in the morning, breaking news at night. Breaking news in the evening, make me and my baby fight. Breaking news at lunchtime, breakfast and dinner too. Every time I turn around, have mercy. The people are so confused.
I like that. And that's what song is that off of?
It's called Breaking News. It's it's a single off of the Blues Without You, release that's being promoted right now.
Okay, and that's actually out and everything.
It's not officially released. You can pre-order right now, but it will be released on March 25th. Is the official release date.
Okay, that's the official release date of the full project or just the single? Okay.
Yes.
All right.